And also Stefan, Julie, Amanda and Paul for standing up for me. There are times sometimes. Anyway, for being so supportive with me, and I'd like to thank all the people that I've become friends with, the regular people, you know, and the musos that I've met in Australia since I've come back. When there's the RSL which let me use this function, thanks for that, for the celebrations, I thank them. Many thanks to the kitchen, Kirsty, sorry, for providing the finger foods and the staff that have helped us. Lastly, I'd thank the Darwin Community Big Band and the direction of Darryl, who's great, doing a great job here. Thank you. And also the guys who sat in tonight as well. May I also say for the, what are we, I've got notes here but I can't read them because I don't have the glasses. I have got the glasses, sorry. That's what happens when you get old, you can't see things. That's why you run into things, don't you?
What did you run into?
Especially if they're nice looking women. You say, sorry, oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't see you. Anyway, I'd like to just tell you about my life. It's not been a very long life, has it? But it doesn't seem to me, it's gone very quickly. Anyway, I'm happy to read this, sorry. My life started, well, of course, when I was born, of course. That was way back in 1930 in a little village called Ardley near Bicester, Bicester, in Oxfordshire. My mother used to play piano. Not the greatest pianist, but she used to knock out the tunes. This was when the, not the First World War, God. Second World War was on. So I was nearly 9 when it started, and I was 15 when it finished. Anyway, when I was 15 and the war ended, they had a little brass band in the village, which the guys came back and they didn't want to play. Anyway, we had a guy there that'd been he'd been sent down there with his children from the bombing in London, and he was in the Air Force, English Air Force, played bass and tuba, and he got the band going. And of course me, I'm always late for anything. When I arrived, I wanted to play a cornet, because all the guys had got the cornets, so they said, well, you can play a flute. So I said, all right. So I played a flute. Then they threw this thing with a long slide on it and said, would you like to play this? Because we haven't got another one to play. So I said, all right. So I was 15 then. Anyway, at that time, when you were 18, you had to join the forces. And it was lucky for me because somebody, the guy that ran the band, knew somebody in Morris Motors Works band, that knew somebody in another band, brass band, that knew somebody in the Central Band of the Royal Air Force. So I went into the service. They said, well, come and have an audition. I went and audition. And as a lot of trombone players will know, I couldn't even play bass clef then because I was playing treble clef. But anyway, they said, well, if you'd like to sign on for 5 years, you can stay. So I did that anyway. So stayed there for 5 years, did the coronation in '53, outside the gates of the palace, got soaked with rain, and you know, we did all sorts of jobs. Anyway, that's what happened there. Left at 23, went back to home in Banbury, a small town in Oxfordshire. Played around with groups there. Small bands, dance bands in those days, you know, the 5-piece dance bands, as some of you older people will know. Also, I played in operatic things and things. I was quite reasonably good player then. Those were the days, yeah. Anyway, we then decided to emigrate to Australia. That was in '68. We emigrated to Sydney. So we went there and I joined a big rehearsal band there. I played in a motor traders club for 6 nights a week. I was still doing a day job. Anyway, from then on, we decided to go to New Zealand in late 1970. Went there we stayed there since we came back in '95. So I went there and I played in a big band in Palmerston North. I was working for the Housing Corporation. Then we left there and I managed to get a transfer up to Auckland in the Royal Navy Big Band, or the Royal Navy big band. That was in 1977. Stayed there till 82. Went back to England for a trip, came back, and while I was there, what happened then? Oh yes, sorry. By that time I formed the Jack Morris Big Band, which Bill Tweed, wherever he is, can't see him, and we came back here. Hey, Bill. Bill was my bass trombone player, right from 79 till about, what was it, 95, wasn't it? Yeah, we did jobs a bit like this, you know, anyway. So that was what happened. Then we came back and then we went to Seaford and formed a big band there with Ian, who's now got the band, although it's not functioning at the moment. Ian Oldfield, one of my mates, one of my greatest friends, a great pianist, and he takes the Western Port big concert band, and also he's now got the Cut and Run big band. He's also the musical director for Dolly Diamond. You might know about. Have you ever heard of Dolly Diamond? Yeah. You have? No? He's drag queen or drag queen? Yeah. Under Dolly Diamond, his name's Mike Dalton, and he does a drag show. And we played with the Cut Down Big Band, and we got, what, 6 jobs in the new year? 6 jobs in the new year. Where is that at?
That's at 45 Flinders Street.
Somebody says something.
45.
Oh yeah, downstairs, do you know that? 45 downstairs. Okay, anyway, that's what happened to me. And then, of course, my daughter's laughing. Amanda, do you want to say something about me? All right, I know you're sick of hearing my voice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's just one word that should be said for Jack. Over the years, Jack has mentored a lot of musicians, young musicians and not so young. I think I played with Jack possibly approaching 20 years. And I'd like all the musicians in the place, everyone who plays an instrument, to put their hand up. Now, if you haven't played under Jack's conduct direction, put your hand down. All the ones who have stayed, please leave your hand up. Well, that's a small selection of the people who Jack's encouraged. He's a great musician. I mean, the first time I ever heard him play was actually in Mick McKeon's band. Mick's here tonight. And Jack stood up and played Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it was just beautiful. And Jack, from behalf of myself and all our friends who you've encouraged over the years, thank you very much. One of the best things that Jack said in his few words there was that he got wet at the coronation. There's a whole lot of us who have got sunburn, we've been blown away with wind, we've been rained on, all in Jack's band. Happy birthday, Jack. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Okay, thank you very much. Right, we're going to carry on now with some band, are we? Oh, is the cake going out yet? Is the cake going out? Yes, all going out. Okay. Charge your glasses, eat your food, and who's coming on now? Somebody organised? Somebody organised? No? Come on, grab somebody. Need a pianist, a drummer, sax, trumpet, trombone. Come on, and Jan, yeah, Jan. Come on, Jan. Ian, would you like to play with Jan? Would you play piano? Come on. Drummer? There we are. John Perry. Yeah, I'm going to play trumpet. Well,